Whoa, I've not filmed in forever. This is so weird. Oh my god. Do you guys remember me? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Long time no see, I know. If you guys are new here, I'm Stephanie, or if you come from my Instagram, Beauty and Bananas, welcome to my YouTube channel. I don't even know where to start because I have not filmed a video in so long, so I feel like kind of awkward on camera, but I miss you guys so much and I miss filming. But today I'm going to catch you up on everything, kind of explain where I've been and all of that jazz. I'm filming a few videos today, but if you have any other requests, leave them in the comments down below and I'll try to get to them as soon as possible. So I guess I'll just start off this video with where I have been. As you guys know, I am in college. So I do play a sport. I play golf, if you guys didn't know, if you're new to my channel. So pretty much every day after class, I have practice for 2 to 3 hours. And by the time I get back, it's way too dark to film. But even if it wasn't too dark to film, I have schoolwork and studying. And then usually on the weekends, I'm either out of town for golf or I'm working. So I've literally had almost no time to film, and it is kind of hard on me because there's so much content and ideas that I have for you guys, and I wish I had the time that I used to in high school to film as much as I would like, because I always have ideas on like makeup tutorials I want to do and workouts I want to film for you guys, but the reality is most of the days I go to the gym, I don't have anyone to film for me unless my boyfriend's there. He used to be able to film more, but we have such different schedules this year that it is kind of hard to have him come to the gym with me every time. Like, it's just not going to happen. So, and most of the time I have like an hour in the gym, and the last thing that I'm thinking about is filming my workout, and that's just the reality of it. I'm there to get stuff done, and I'm not really, you know, thinking of a super creative workout that I want to share on YouTube. It's literally like I'm here to work out, and then I go to class, and then I go to practice. So I just don't have the time that I wish I did. But I'm going to try to vlog more this year, especially over Christmas break. I know I've been getting a lot of YouTube requests, and there's only so much I can share in an Instagram caption. And lately, I've just felt, honestly, kind of stuck with my content. And I think everyone goes through this. If you post things online about something, it doesn't matter if you're doing beauty or fitness or health, it doesn't really matter what area you're in. We all feel stuck sometimes with our content, and I've just kind of felt like I'm not really giving you guys substantial content, and that kind of holds me back from posting too, because I don't want to just post something to post something, and I kind of feel like sometimes Instagram can be like that, and I really want to be able to give you guys, you know, content on YouTube that's educational or informative or helps you through something. Like, that's my end goal. I just want to help people and connect with people, and, you know, whether that's showing you like my favorite makeup products I'm using, or my favorite, you know, workout recently, like anything like that, I think is beneficial. I felt for a long time, I felt like, you know, what is my channel? Is my channel fitness? Is it beauty? And I really, you know, after talking to some friends and kind of just like doing some self-reflection, I'm like, my channel is me. Like, not one category has to define me. And I think when you know, associate yourself so much to what you do, you kind of lose your sense of self. So I think, you know, if I market my channel as me and just my life and whatever I decide to do, I think that is the most authentic thing that I can do, and just share a little bit of it all with you guys, because, you know, my channel is called Beauty and Bananas, and I thought of that when I was like 14 because I loved beauty and I loved health, and I thought beauty and bananas, perfect. Like, I think there's so much that goes into living a healthy, balanced life. It's not just what you eat or the workouts you do. That's only one part of it. And that's only one part of feeling good. I think another, you know, feeling good contributes to your health, and that can come through, you know, your makeup and how you dress and making yourself feel confident and being confident from the inside out. So I think they both reflect on each other. If you're not confident, I don't think that's going to shine through, and you're not going to put your best self forward. So, long ramble of where I think my channel is going and what I want my channel to be. But now I guess I will catch you guys up on some life updates and what I'm doing with my fitness and my plans on all of that. So as you guys know, I competed in my first bikini shows this summer. I did 2. And when I say bikini, I am referring to the sport of bodybuilding. I know a lot of people that aren't into fitness, like family and stuff, they'll see like bikini pictures on Facebook and they're like, what, you just did some bikini pageant? They don't really understand that it is bodybuilding and a lot of freaking work goes into it. So I've been training for a few years, trying to put on muscle. I started training for golf, to be honest, and then I got more into the aesthetic bodybuilding style of it, and I loved it. So I spent a couple years just trying to build the little bit of muscle that I do have, and I decided to compete this summer, so I started prep last April. I did my first one in June and my second one in August. And I worked with a coach. I worked with Paul Revelia, who is amazing. I will link his YouTube channel down below. And I also worked with a local trainer, Quinn Spencer. I'll also leave his information down below. He's actually coming out with an app soon, which is awesome because you guys can literally like die from his workouts, which will be amazing. And yeah, so loved both of them. They were both such an amazing help. And I also worked with a posing coach named Brooke Walker, who is a pro. She is a women's physique bodybuilding pro, and she's amazing. And she helped me just like so much with my stage presence and just like being another emotional support for me, which was amazing through prep. So yeah, I did my last show in August, and then right after that show, I went on vacation to the beach, and right when I got back to the beach, I went to school. So you know, ideally you would do a reverse diet out of your prep diet because when you diet down for a show, your calories are very low to get to stage lean. It is an extreme. It is not a healthy, sustainable diet. And usually you would slowly reverse your calories back up to get your metabolism back to working. But I went on vacation. There was no way I was going to track macros on vacation. Like, I just wanted to enjoy myself. Then jumping right back into school, like you guys know, in college, it's hard, especially the first few weeks of school. There's a lot of parties, there's a lot of social stuff going on. I was, you know, eating healthy during the day, but I just did whatever at night, you know, so it was kind of a hard transition. And I will say I am reverse dieting now. I don't track my macros super precisely every single day. Like right now I am loosely tracking because I do want to build my metabolism before I prep. My goal is to be able to eat a ton of food and maintain my weight because 1, I love food, and 2, I just want to give my body the energy that it wants and needs to build muscle. And not just build muscle, just to thrive and have a ton of energy, because honestly, at the end of prep, it was really rough. I was struggling. I mean, I had brain fog, low energy. I mean, I barely had any desire to do anything outside of the gym. Like, I got my workout in, barely. That's how low energy you are at the end of a competition prep. I really don't think the general population understands how hard it is on your body. And I will touch more on that later, my thoughts on competing as a whole, because I do love it. I love being on stage. It was honestly one of the best, most accomplished feelings I've ever had, but also being so, you know, dedicated to health and, you know, being kind to my body, I know it's not the most healthy thing to go through. So that's why after a show, you have to be okay with gaining weight. Like, it is totally necessary, inevitable. I mean, your body needs it. Women are not supposed to walk around at 5% or 10% body fat all year round. Like, you know, women are meant to carry babies, and you cannot do that at such a low body fat. Not that I'm saying I'm trying to get pregnant. I'm just saying, you know, hormonally, our bodies are not meant to be that low body fat. And, you know, when I was younger and I had an eating disorder, like, I did not understand that. And the only reason I dieted or restrict my calories was to be skinny. Now, competing for me is like a completely different goal. I am just, you know, dieting to step on stage, and like my goal is to look lean and strong and all of that. So they are very different, but at the same time, for someone that does have a disordered past, I think tracking your macros and dieting down and critiquing your body and doing, you know, so many sessions of cardio every week, it can trigger some disordered thoughts and like bring them up in your head. And I will touch on that more. I think I was totally fine throughout prep. I did not feel restricted. There's a certain sense of like, I guess precision and obsessiveness you have to have in order to reach your goal, but I did not follow a strict meal plan. I still had flexibility, and my coach, did not starve me onto stage. Like, I was eating a good amount of carbs throughout my prep, and it was really just those last few weeks that my carbs got super low, and it was tough, but I knew it was only temporary. So I think coming out of a competition can be very hard for anyone, especially someone that has had a disordered eating past. It can be so incredibly hard. And I think what's hardest is, you've worked so hard to get to this stage level of leanness, and you start getting all these compliments like, oh my gosh, you're so fit, you have abs, your body goals, and then you start reverse dieting and you don't really get as many comments anymore. Like, people still think you're fit and everything, but you don't have a shredded six-pack, and you don't have like, the super defined shoulders like you did when you were on stage. But like, what people don't understand is like right now, eating more food, being stronger than gym, like I am so much more fit than I was during prep, and people don't understand that because they associate your aesthetic looks with your level of fitness, and it's just not true. Like, competing, like when you step on stage and are on a bodybuilding show, you're not your most fit. Like, you are a dieted down, very tired, like mess of a person, and it's a temporary thing, but it is not, fitness goals. And I think so many people, think that if they prep for a show, like all their body image issues are going to be fixed and they're going to be this like super lean, ripped person forever. And that's not the reality of it. Like, you definitely need to get your mind in the right place before you start a prep. And that was something I was very adamant about. And I told my boyfriend and my parents, like, if this thing drives me crazy in the middle of prep, I'm quitting. And I made it through. I was fine. I was still able to, enjoy life outside of prep. But it definitely does take over your life for that amount of time. So I think when you come out of a show and you reverse diet, you have to remember, like, yes, reversing is important if you want to prep again, you want to build your metabolism without gaining a ton of body fat, but you have to like realize you're not in prep anymore, and life is way more important than your fitness journey. So you just have to have perspective, and I think that is my biggest, like, I don't want to say piece of advice because I could go on and on about prep, and I will make a whole nother video on that if you guys want, but I think it's just keeping a perspective and a bigger picture, like, look on things. Going over your macros if you're not in prep, it's not a big deal. Like, people have way bigger problems in the world than worrying about how many carbs they ate that day, or if they like ate an untracked meal. Like, you just have to look at the bigger picture, because I definitely think like tracking your food and following macros is a great tool, but it can become its own eating disorder for a lot of people. And we get anxiety, like if we can't fit something in, or if we don't know the nutritional information, or if we miss a workout. Like, the whole fitness industry and culture, I love. Don't get me wrong. I think there's a lot of positive people in it, and I think it has definitely changed my life for the better. But there are downsides to it, and I think you can definitely get hyper conscious of your body, and you're working out to improve your body and you feel great, but at the same time it makes you very analytical of your body, and that can definitely cause problems for people. So I'm just telling you guys, like, prep is the easy part, like, compared to coming out of a prep and dealing with the emotional things and like, trying to find balance with food again. Like, you've been in a competition prep for like 6 months, and you just can't go back to like eating things without thinking about macros. Like, I tracked macros before I started prep, so at least I was kind of used to it, and I knew how to like have an untracked meal and not have an anxiety attack. Like, I'm past that point. But I'm just saying it's something to be aware of. So right now, I am reversing still, and I'm eating almost like pretty much as I was before my prep, and I am a lot leaner still. I have days that I definitely am like, oh, I'm so fluffy, and I know it's not true. But it's definitely something I deal with. my plans right now are to hopefully compete next summer again. So I would be starting prep in April. So right now I'm just trying to build muscle, but I am so busy with school. Sometimes my training routine is like all over the place right now, and it's not as structured as I want it to be, but it's as good as I can make it right now. And I'm trying to have grace for myself and compassion for myself and not be too hard on myself, because I am a full-time student and I work and I play sport and I have a lot going on outside of fitness and outside of what you guys see. So it definitely is a balancing act for anyone. So I think just, being compassionate with yourself and doing the best you can is sometimes all you can do, and that's way better than nothing. So I'm doing my best. I'm still gaining muscle, eating well, and my goal is to compete next summer again. I just want to step on stage with a completely different package, and I know in order to do that, I really need to push food and push the weights and put on some muscle, because my number one critique from judges is that I was just small, and I know a lot of people don't really understand that. They think they can just diet themselves down into this stage lean body and look like they're idols on Instagram. But the reality is all the professional bikini competitors have a lot more muscle than you think, and they take time building that muscle, or they're just older and have trained for longer. So I need to really put on some muscle to be competitive. And I was pretty competitive this summer. So I think if I bring a better package next summer, I will do a lot better. And I am excited to do that. But I'm not sure right now if I'm going to compete next summer or not. I really want to, but I also think that there could be a lot of benefits from taking a even longer off season. I'm just trying to look at the future, and I feel next spring of my junior year in college, I might be studying abroad. I'm not sure. So I feel if I study abroad, then I won't be able to prep for that summer. So it might be my best interest to do it now. So I don't really know. I will let you guys know, and I will keep you updated. But I think the number one thing that I've had to remind myself is whether I compete or not, I can still be in the fitness industry. I can still live a healthy lifestyle and bodybuild without stepping on stage. So I'm not putting a deadline on when I'm stepping on stage, but I do want to this coming summer. It just kind of depends on I feel how much muscle I'm putting on and where I'm at with my reverse diet. I don't want to just step on stage just to step on stage and then kind of bring the same package. I really, really want to put on muscle and bring a new look. So that being said, this video is probably so long. I'm about to film some other videos so I can break up some topics. But that is kind of where I'm feeling post-show. It is hard to see your body change. You just have to know that it's changing for the better internally. Putting on body fat is the healthiest thing you can do. A healthy amount. I'm not saying you have to go gain 30 pounds, but a healthy amount of body fat is the healthiest thing you can do for your body. And I will tell you for sure, I feel so much better now than I did during prep. I have energy. I have energy in the gym, just in daily life. I'm not a bitch all the time I was at the end of prep. It was really hard to be excited about anything at the end of prep. I had such laser focus for the stage that that was the only thing getting me through the day. When I felt hungry, or when I was tired, or had to go do cardio after work, or stuff like that. It is hard. And it can affect your relationships and your family, because you can't go out to eat with them and go to family functions and just eat the food. But I think there definitely is a way to go about it that does not come off as pretentious or I'm better than you, I'm on prep. It doesn't have to be like that. You can go and just not eat the food that's there, but still engage in the conversation and have balance outside of prep. It's possible. I'm just saying it's hard. So, I'm just so much more happy and I feel a lot more balanced right now. I'm not saying every day is perfect. There are days that I'm oh, I don't have abs anymore. I don't like this. But at the end of the day, I feel 100% better. So I got so many requests to do tips on post-show feels and stuff like that. And if you guys are going through it, or just dealing with body image stuff in general, you are not alone. It is definitely people struggle with it too, and it's gonna get better. At the end of the day, you just have to realize there's a lot bigger things to worry about than what your body looks like. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. If you have any other questions about competing or prep or health in general, let me know and I will address them for you guys. But I hope this was helpful, and I hope this kind of gave you guys a little bit of an update on where I've been and like all of that jazz, but I am going to try to film some more soon. So I love you guys, and I hope you are having an amazing October. I'm like so ready for Thanksgiving and Christmas. As you can see, I'm already like in the fall feels right now. So I will see you guys in the next video. I love you, and yeah, it's so good to talk again. I know I'm rambling, so I'm gonna go, but I'll see you guys next time. Bye.